Good morning, world. It's Zilla. He is risen. Happy Easter. We're going to jump back into Luke chapter 14. We're going to start at verse 15. All right. The parable of the great supper. Now, when one of those who sat at the table with him heard these things, he said to him, Blessed is he who shall eat bread in the kingdom of God. Then he said to him, A certain man gave a great supper and invited many, and sent his servant at supper time to say to those who were invited, Come, for all things are now ready. But they, all with one accord, began to make excuses. The first said to him, I have bought a piece of ground, and I must go see it. I ask you to have me excused. And the other said, I have bought 5 yoke of oxen, and I am going to test them. I ask you to have me excused. Still another said, I have married a wife, and therefore I cannot come. So that the servant came and reported these things to his master. Then the master of the house, being angry, said to his servant, Go out quickly into the streets and lanes of the city, and bring in here the poor and the maimed and the lame and the blind. And the servant said, Master, it is done as you commanded, and still there is room. Then the master said to the servant, Go out into the highways and hedges, and compel them to come in, and that my house may be filled. For I say to you, that none of those men who were invited shall taste my supper. Let's read what the Bible ties to what we just read. God will repay you. Jesus suggested one way of laying up treasure in heaven. He told the Pharisee and his other guests that if they invited people to their houses who could reciprocate, they would receive a reward on earth. Favors would be done in return. But if they reached out to the poor, the maimed, the lame, and the blind, and invited them over for a feast, these guests couldn't possibly repay them, and God would repay them instead. One way to guarantee treasures in heaven is to do things for the people down here who can't possibly repay you. God will cover their tab. Oh yeah, gotta love it when the Bible bangs it out like that, right? If this blessed you guys in any way, please press the buttons. And if you want the rest of the chapter, just hop in the profile after. And we're going to be back next time, right on time, to renew our minds on time. Once again, happy Easter. He is risen. He is risen, yo. Man, there's so much evidence for the resurrection. If you're on the fence, tap into it because it's real. He's risen. Love you guys.